Hi, welcome to the Destin Business Forum, brought to you by the Destin Area Chamber of Commerce. I'm your host, Amy Perry, and our guest today is Chelsea Fox. You are the Community Development Manager with the Emerald Coast Children's Advocacy Center. I always say Child's Advocacy Center. For the people that don't know, give me a couple minutes of what the center does.
Yes, so the Emerald Coast Children's Advocacy Center helps child abuse victims. We serve the children in Okaloosa and Walton County. So we have one center in Niceville that's been open for 18 years. And then we just opened up a brand new center in DeFuniak Springs that opened up 2 years ago, April 2016. So all of the children that we see have been abused in some way, either physically, sexually, or have experienced extreme neglect. So basically, before we had a children's advocacy center, if the child abuse hotline was called and a child was being abused, they would have to go talk to a state attorney. They would have to go talk to a law enforcement officer, talk to someone from Department of Children and Families. Sometimes they'd have to go see a medical doctor. So it was getting to the point where, you know, the child was reliving their trauma. They're going to all of these different places, telling their story over and over again. So it would get to the point where they would just say it didn't happen, so they wouldn't have to tell their story again. Sure. Or their parents or their caregivers didn't have the time or the money to take off work to drive them around to all of these different places. So now the child only has to come to one place. So Department of Children and Families works out of our center. We have the child protection team that is there. We have state attorneys, and then law enforcement has access to the building. So when a child comes, they come for a forensic interview, and they only have to tell their story one time. Everyone that needs to hear the child's story is there. So the child typically really just has to tell their story one time. So that's the beauty of it, and it's usually after that interview where they can go and arrest the offender if needed. And as a center, we have mental health therapists that are part of the CAC staff. So even after their case gets closed, children can come back to the center and get therapy for however long that they need. So that is what we do at the center.
That is an awesome idea. I didn't realize that it started, 18 years ago?
Yes.
That's amazing. I remember kind of being involved in it when it first happened, kind of distantly, but
right.
What a great idea. And I'm so happy that something like that exists, for at least for these two counties. I know, having been on boards of nonprofits, that you always need things. Money is the best, because you can kind of go and get exactly what you need, but you also need other things. And I think it's good sometimes for the kids, if you have children and you want to donate, it's good for the kids to go be a part of getting things that you might need there. So tell us some of the in addition to money, always money, but in addition to that, what are some things that people could donate to the center?
So we are always in need of clothes. We have 2 clothing closets, one at each of our centers. So we see children, we see infants all the way to 18-year-olds. So there are times when children get pulled from their home in the middle of the night and they don't have anything to grab except the shirt off their back, or maybe they just don't have anything to grab at all. So we like to keep our clothing closets stocked at both of our centers. So Department of Children and Families, the therapist, the child protection team can go in there and grab whatever it is that that child needs, which is nice. We have volunteers that help us keep it organized, because sometimes it is in the middle of the night. So it's nice that we have volunteers to keep it organized so people can know exactly where certain sizes are, but we're always needing clothes, shoes, toiletries, and then each child that comes to the center, every time they leave, they get sent home with a fresh baked chocolate chip cookie. So we always have cookies made at the center. That's what we're known for, but they always get sent home with a cookie, a juice box, and they get to pick out a toy, a book, and a stuffed animal. So we always are collecting those things as well, either brand new or very gently used stuffed animals and toys and books. And we're always needing cookie dough donations, juice boxes, snacks, things like that. So
practical things.
yes. So we always need those things. And then, of course, school is starting back up. Less than a month, I think August 13th. So we are collecting school supplies right now. Any supplies that school-age children need, from kindergartners to seniors in high school. So we need backpacks, binders, pencils, paper, anything.
Sort of the normal
things, yeah, because some of our kids, just maybe can't quite afford those supplies, or the families don't have the luxury to go and get the things that they need. So for those children that we see that do have that need, we want to make sure that we send them off to school, just feeling good, hopefully, to succeed this school year.
Sure.
So.
Maybe some good memories, and they can get rid of the old stuff with the bad memories associated with that. All right, 2 things that are coming up: Wigging Out for a Cause and the Destin Charity Cornhole Tournament. We've got about a minute and a half, so I am going to very quickly say Wigging Out for a Cause is on September 6th at Grand Boulevard, and that is just a unique ladies event. Ladies can come. They get a wig styled on them and their makeup done. It's kind of a disco theme, so bright, fun makeup. Love
and then
it.
There's a silent auction. There'll be a photo booth, lots of wine, snacks, dancing, DJ. So it's just a really unique event to the area. It's our 4th year doing it. Last year was a huge success, and it's just a fun way for ladies to just come out, get dressed up, and it's for a good cause.
It's like a ladies dress up play date.
Yes.
Right? Mm-hmm. And you have VIP and regular tickets. Regular tickets,
$75, and then VIP is $100. And we have a whole VIP party an hour before the event. That's all champagne. VIPs get to pick out their wig, and then that gets styled on them, and they're ready to go by the time 6 o'clock rolls around, and then general admission comes in.
Got it. How fun. And then the next event, the Destin Charity Cornhole Tournament, that is on September 30th. And this year you're going to allow 75 teams, because it sounded like you had a real big demand.
Yes, we sold out last year at 50 teams, so we're upping it this year. We're capping it at 75 teams. It's going to be held at Destin Commons again, and it's just a lot of fun. Teams of 2, $100. And it's double elimination. We're having $750 in cash and prizes. And then if you're not a big cornhole player, you can buy a spectator ticket for $30. That gives you access to the beer garden. So World of Beer is heavily involved again this year. Your spectator ticket gets you unlimited Bloody Marys, mimosas, craft beer, wings, corn dogs, pretzels. So it's well worth the $30.
You need to have like a little tournament for all those spectators after they've had all of that.
Yes, it does get, so people are having a good time at that event.
It sounds
definitely.
like 2 really unique events for a very, very good cause. So hopefully we'll see a lot of folks that are watching this out there.
Yeah, love to see you there.
Chelsea, thank you so much for joining us, and come back and keep us updated. Okay?
I will.
All right. Thanks for watching.